Deep in the mountains of Sichuan, not even the holiest of places escaped the earthquake. The Dawang Taoist monastery had survived for 490 years. Today, much of it lies in ruins. But rebuilding work is already well underway. Gangs of workers carrying solid blocks of concrete, part of the monastery's new home. Even the monks themselves have joined in the work, recycling wooden nails from the ruins, rebuilding body and soul. And it's rebuilding the mind, which is the focus of this workshop for children at the Yinghua Middle School. They lost 80 classmates in the earthquake, and many had parents or siblings who died. With the help of cartoons, a counsellor tries to get the children to open up about the trauma of the earthquake. Many of them seem reserved and shy, reluctant to discuss the event that turned their lives upside down. In the schoolyard, things seem a bit more normal, the laughs and play you might expect. But experienced trauma counsellors say it takes years to deal with a disaster on this massive scale.
The emotional needs of families, communities are something that is not quickly addressed. Because it's not something you can see. Buildings you can see, whereas emotional needs and their trauma which they feel, that's something you can't measure and see.
But getting the physical aid has been a priority, and the basic needs of the 5 million homeless have been met. As winter approaches, however, the rush is on to get blankets to many who are living in the most basic of shelter, with little warmth. The people of Sichuan have shown themselves to be incredibly resilient in their reaction to this disaster. Whole generations of people have moved out of their traditional homes and into temporary accommodation like this. But while the physical damage caused by the earthquake is starting to be repaired, the emotional scars will take much longer to heal. Those scars run deep for Mr. Zhao. Al Jazeera spoke to him just 3 days after he'd found his 10-year-old son, Zhao Yi, dead in the ruins of his elementary school. Today, he's almost rebuilt his small pharmacy that collapsed, and business is brisk. Patients with more serious ailments are treated in the small clinic behind the shop. It's a facility that the local community relies on, and he exudes a calm confidence with his patients. But sitting outside, talking about his son, he seems a different and broken man. He shows me testimony from school friends describing how Zhao Yi returned to the shaking building to try and save his teacher. And while he's clearly proud, you can see he would have preferred his only son to have thought more about himself.
To tell you the truth, I will never forget the pain of losing my son until the very day I die.
To dull the pain, he says, he drinks, in the company of his son.
Have
a drink with Dad, he says, pouring a glass of rice wine over Zhao Yi's grave. But it's a pain he seems reluctant to give up, even though it seems to dominate his life. Perhaps the last reminder he has of his lost son.